Okay guys, I'm going to do a quick trade. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the overgrown child that is the Scruffy trader. Now I've had a great day today. It's been a bit of a long day, had lots to do, and I had a really good sort of chat with Alan earlier on today. So it's a little salute to you, my friend, and I hope it was worthwhile. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the oil chart we were talking about and kind of put some principles into play based around what we were talking about, and hopefully it might click as to how it works, because within the session we did have the chart on, and fortunately it came into fruition as I was speaking. But rather than it being just a one-off, I thought I'll go back to the chart and I'll see if it can present itself again, because it's the end of the night, it's the top of the hour, 5 o'clock, and it's okay. I mean, it could be better, but the criterias for what I look at are there or thereabouts. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a watered version and see if we can grab a few pips out of this thing. Okay, because there are a number of ways that you can trade, obviously. I mean, and you'll see 1001 on YouTube. I keep mine very, very simple. It's zone to zone, level to level, that sort of thing. And then there's a certain criteria is what I use to get in and out of trades. Okay, so try and keep your trading as simple as possible if you're taking any advice from this. So if you do love trading and you want to see these sort of videos come in your feed, do pop down in the little button here, subscribe to the channel. Genuinely helps. It helps you as well and motivates me to do more. So let's crack on. So I've had a look at the overall view of oil, and my overall view is down at this moment in time for today, so it's a sell. All right. Now it's already done a sell earlier on. Now what I'm going to have to do is kind of do a set and forget to a degree, because I think it's going to take a little time to play out.
Are you serious?
Okay, so let me flick the chart on, and here we have a chart of oil. Okay, very, very simple chart, nice and clean. We can see it's topped out here. All right, it's also topping out or bottoming out here. Okay, but there's a major turning point there and there, so you've got to kind of be devil's advocate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to box in the price. All right, so just do this very quickly so you can kind of see it. And you've got a box up there. There's another one here, kind of a swing point. All right, so you can see it. It's caged in. Very, very simple. So I'm wanting this to go short. All right. Is it wise to just jump in here? Not really. I want to see it show something. So if I come down to a 15-minute, just for argument's sake, you can see the drop that it's had. Okay, and it's now bottoming out, and it's looks like it's going to push up because there's a strong tail there, and you have this here, but that's sort of trying to move up somewhat. So this area is a good area. Okay, and the idea is go up there, bounce, roll over and come back. So you can do a couple of things here. I can place an order underneath based on the inertia of this, thinking that, right, that's come down, it's pushed up, it's now going to push back down. Reasonable assumption. However, there's still quite a bit of pressure this way. If I go out to the daily, you'll see it. There's a lot of pressure, but look at the tail here. The tail on the daily, for all that's green, is down. All right. Take it to the hourly, and you can see it's pushed up there. Fail, 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 sell off. Right, okay. So if that is selling off, where's its logical stopping point? Well, it's here. Why here? Well, because it's where it's clustered before. So from the base of there to there is a stall point. There. So that's kind of where I'm looking to get to. So if I'm setting an order into there. All right. But now I need to figure out how to get into there. Well, that's where patience comes in. And I need to think about what I'm doing. Now, I am watching something on the other screen. I do have it measured out in a certain way. And I'm going to sort of place some orders in up to around this level. Okay. So let me have a little look. And we'll drop them in. And then I'm just going to let it get on with it for the rest of the night. So this, for Alan that's watching, I'll be going to the sort of the retracement point we were talking about, because I'm expecting this to retrace up and then bounce and come back. Okay, so let me just drop some orders into this. Now I'm going to put a series of orders in. Just one there. I'm going to take that down to there. Just like so. And then I'm going to put another one here. Down to there. Okay. So, are we good to go? So I've got a couple of orders in on these structure points here. This section. This kind of stall point, if you want to call it a stall point. Alright. So if I just drop that into there, you kind of see it sort of highlights it a little bit better. Alright. So between there and there, I now want to make some pips. Simple stuff. Alright. But I have to sort of wonder to myself, is this going to thump down or is it going to go up to the top? Well, this is what's called pound averaging. It's building positions. Now, because it has kind of still a decent amount of thump in this, I'm going to watch it just for a second or two and see if there is a quick trade sort of to the downside, you know, based on the bottom side of what's going on here. Now if I drop this to 5 minutes, you'll start to see what I mean. See, it's thumped down, it's pushed up, it's thinking about it, this is turning red. So halfway between these two zones can also be an order point, which is here. Alright, there we go. That one should be coming into play. So let me see. So there we go. Where are we at? There we are. That's better. Helps if I switch these things on. A good tip actually, just while I'm on about that, is don't watch your P&L if you can get away with it. Switch it off. Why? It stops you playing with the charts. It's a good trick. I often close it off, and if you sort of watch anybody that does this for a long time that deals with reasonably big figures, they don't watch the P&L, they just watch the candle movements, and it makes life a lot easier. Okay, so that's it. It's rocked. It's mapped out in a way. It's using a midpoint and an extreme point to get down to a certain level, and it's all just to come here to this, from zone to entry to exit. Simple stuff. Okay, now what you can do, if you so wish, you can sort of set yourself an arbitrary 20 pip target, which just, there you go, there's like 20 odd pips for this one. See if it slams in, Bob's your uncle. All right, and then come back up, pick these up, and then come back down. Simple. So I'll let it play out and we'll see how it gets on. Okay guys, I'm calling it a night because it's coming up 6:30. So I've spent kind of an hour and a half working on this. It started going green. It's at the base of a cluster point, which we can see here. There's no point being a hero. I've done very well today, and I've just shut my trades off. And well, let's have a look and I'll show you how well I've done today. There you go. That's not a bad day's work, and it's exactly what you've seen me do. All I'm doing is I'm boxing the price in zone to zone. I have a conviction of what I'm wanting to achieve, and then I'm just working the waves, and I can't really get it any simpler than that, guys. Today's work, you know, there you are, you've just seen in excess of £700, but it's all broken trades and one thing and another, and it's just managing my trades as I go along. So if I was to put this into simplistic terms, it's a level, and then just work the direction that you work it on. Now I have various ways I can get direction. If you can't work it out mathematically the way that I do, choose a moving average. You know, 50 moving average, 20, 200, whatever you choose. If it's on one side, you're buying. If it's on the other, you're selling. But what I will say about moving averages and things like that is they are lagging. And if the price moves far away from a moving average, it has a good chance to come back to it. You see it all the time. They rotate in and around a moving average. So just be careful with them. Don't take them as definitives. Use them as a guide. But levels are definitive. They are fixed in stone, and once they're on the chart, they can define where the price can be locked in. So I hope that helps. Like I say, this was just an off-the-cuff video. I wasn't planning on doing anything today, but I've had a bit chitter-chatter with the guys in the Discord today, and while I was talking to one of them, just a little salute to you, my friend in the bar. I pulled up some of my live trades that were running at the time, so they could see it in the moment as it was working, as it was forming. And I just wanted to do a similar thing here, because I had a good session. I just wanted to back up what I was talking about by putting it into practice. So if that sounds good, do remember to click your subscribe button. If you are looking to find a decent community, my Discord group is sort of in the description. You'll see a description of the Scruffy squad, see what we get up to, etc. And there's a Telegram group there. I set it up free so that you can go in, talk amongst yourselves without some bozo trying to sell you something. Check it out, why not? And as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.